Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I will be showing you how to access and interpret the results from our previous data analysis run video. To begin, I am sharing two windows. On my right hand side is the BioRankings Analytics homepage. I'm already logged in. However, for you to get here, just go to your browser and type in analytics.biorankings.com. To the left of that, I have the email that I received when my analysis was complete. At the top of the email, you will find the title of the analysis. Below that, you will have a link to access your results in the interactive space. Towards the bottom of the email, you have a link to download a PDF that will contain the top 100 features identified in your analysis. To the right of that is a spreadsheet that will contain every feature identified in your analysis along with any statistics. Let's go back to our BioRankings Analytics homepage because we can also access our results through here. To do that, we need to go to the top of the page, find Metabolomics Beta drop-down menu, then click on Your Results. Now you can see our analysis is at the top of the page. Let's click on View Results. Let's maximize this window. And this brings you to additional information about this analysis. Who ran it, when it was run, additional run information, the data that was used. You have another link to load the interactive space. I have already loaded this for us. We will look at that shortly. Below that, you have a receive via email link in case you need to receive your results through email again. This direct download button, if we click it, you get access to those same files. However, you have two additional files you can access. The first one being this whole peak data.csv. This file will contain the data for every sample, for every feature identified in your analysis. This is useful for any post-hoc analysis you might need to do. The last one is a targeted comparison CSV file that will be available if you ran that targeted comparison analysis. Let's look at some results. We start off by showing you the peak table on the top left corner of the page. In the middle, you have your peak plot. To the right of that, you have your annotation table. At the bottom left corner, you have a box plot representation of the feature. To the right of that, you have a spectrum plot for the feature selected. Now let's walk through an example or two. I have highlighted the first row. We are focused on peak number 31 that was found at MZ307 with an apex at 676.5. This feature was found to be statistically different with a p-value of less than 0.001 and an effect size of 90.21. An effect size tells us the magnitude of the difference between groups. Let's go to our peak plot. Our control samples are represented in the red color. The shading around the bold curve is the 95% confidence intervals. Now our two treatment groups, TGF-beta and ATP, are represented by the green and blue curves respectively. We can clearly see that our control samples have higher intensities than our two treatment groups. This particular example did not have any HMDB matches when comparing it to that database. If we scroll down on the page, the box plot representation of our peak. To the right of the page, you will have peak number 31 highlighted in yellow, and you will see additional bars on the spectrum plot if they had roughly the same RT. And in this case, we did not. Below that, you will have additional statistics for that peak that is highlighted or any peaks that had roughly the same RT. Again, we did not have any in this case. Let's look at a different one. Let's look at peak number 3. And let's look at some different settings. Let's say I'm interested in seeing the adjusted p-value in the post-hoc test results. Now, you have the ability to do so through the settings menu. I'm not interested in intensity match, so we'll remove that. Unchecking it will remove that column from your peak table. This menu towards the bottom of display options will change the visuals for our peak plot and our box plots. We'll close this out. And now we can see that peak number 3 found at MZ117 with an apex at 187.5 was again statistically different even after adjustment. And our post hoc test is finding that our control samples are different from our 2 treatment groups. And we clearly see that our red curve is higher in intensity than our 2 treatment groups. This particular feature did have 6 candidate metabolites. If you click on the first one, it will take you to the web page for that particular metabolite. Let's go back to our user interface. We scroll down again. The box plot for our feature. A spectrum plot, again, did not find any other features that have roughly the same RT. And that will conclude today's video. Thank you very much.